Runk. Hey everybody, Adam and Eve is still offering amazing prices at adamandeve.com. Get 50% off plus free shipping. That is 50% off an adventurous new toy, a slippery lube, or almost anything else you desire.
That's crazy. And our podcast listeners will get 50% off almost any item. Just use code Lifeline at checkout and you'll get 50% off. And guess what? That's not all. Why? Because free shipping. Sometimes shipping costs an arm and a leg. Not here, not with Adam and Eve.
Crazy. It doesn't matter what you choose. Everything will be packaged and sent discreetly for free. Not only will you save money on gas, movies, and date night dinners out, but this is the item that will continue to save you money, deliver tons of fun, and satisfaction.
Yeah, so go to adamandeve.com, select any one item, use code Lifeline. That's Lifeline. This is an exclusive offer specific to this podcast, so be sure to support our show and use the code Lifeline to get you not just the 50% off, but also the 100% free shipping. Code Lifeline. Go to adamandeve.com right now.
Right now! Lifeline is an advice show for entertainment purposes only. If you need real help or advice, please seek a therapist or a licensed professional.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Why are you balancing it like that? That's a terrible idea.
What?
That is a terrible idea.
What?
Look
No,
where I'm
because I have
pointing.
to do my show dates. Are we starting? Okay, we're started, guys. Listen, first of all, before we start, I'm going to start by taking some Pure Spectrum gummies. And
Why, you feeling bad?
no, it's just I keep taking the gummies. I keep doing the dropper.
It's addict.
No, there's no THC. It's awesome, and it keeps me at a certain level that I love. And if you want to get 10% off, see the show notes for details under the YouTube video, and you can click on that link and then type in code congrats. You get 10% off all CBD products. It's great. And yeah, whatever. We're in. This is Lifeline.
You want to
the
know about
podcast.
me?
I do, yeah. But first, I want to say the
I'll
tour's
wait.
been going great.
All right.
Okay, I was in Dallas and I was in Wichita, and I also am going to Savannah, Georgia, and Raleigh, North Carolina. And I can't wait to do either of those because Savannah is supposed to be beautiful, and Raleigh is fucking awesome. I've been there before, and it's where Kristen is from.
Ah.
Yep, and Calvin's coming, and Kristen's coming, and I'll be doing Raleigh. So Raleigh, North Carolina. But I also got Denver and Boston. So go Crystalia.com. Ooh, and I want to tease.
Striptease?
Nope. I want to tease New York City and Chicago coming up back to back, dude. I'm going
dude.
New York and then Chicago.
I've been to New York City.
Okay, well, yeah, you've been there a lot.
I've lived there
Pinot,
for
Pinot.
years. I've lived there for years.
Pinot, 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 Pinot.
Why are you doing it? with
New
Pinot?
York, New York,
Oh.
big city of dreams. Everything in New York.
Oh,
Him
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Snoop and Daz all big over the city.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pinot, 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 Pinot.
Pinot makes me think of penises, though.
Okay, well, that's not what that song is about. It's not about penises.
Well,
But I'll be
I wonder
in-
what Freud would say about that. You know what I'm saying?
So I noticed, Snoop Dogg,
Um,
that you say Pinot, Pinot. in
do
the
you
song.
want to know about me?
Yes.
So what I've been doing, I've had my first day of sessions giving advice
Advice
to
is-
you. You go to mattalia.com, you book an appointment, 20 or 40 minutes. I had a full-ass day. My first day was a full-ass day. Gave some great fucking advice. Everyone
Advices.
that came to me, I appreciate you all. I love you all. You're all very sweet and cool and kind. And thank you.
Probably not all of them.
Thank you. Thank you. No, all of them.
Probably not all of them.
No,
are
all of
kind.
them. So far, so good. I will say that.
Yeah, probably one or two.
So get your appointment now,
I'll
and
I'll tell you what.
we'll talk to you soon. What?
It's very
Why do you look
unprofessional
so
to
much
say I had
taller
a
than me?
full ass day. I sit really nice. I sit straight. I've always sat straight.
Okay, but just so everyone knows, he's like half an inch taller than me, not
Pinot.
8 inches taller than me. What is it?
Pinot.
This?
No, dude. I'm an inch maybe taller than you. Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
But,
But, look how
I,
pivot.
my you know my podcast. Wow. My what do you call it?
Can't talk.
Posture
Yeah, posture
is
yeah.
it is infinitely better than yours. It's exponentially
It
better.
is, yeah. But look how pimpin' it is when I chill back like this.
But I'm pimpin' too.
I don't think you are. You look nervous.
That's fine, but nobody sits more pimpin' than I do, and you know that.
But see, now you leaned back into it, like, and you took your page from me, in the book I write on how to sit, and you're being more pimp and pimp right now. Bitch!
So rude to do it.
Wow,
No, dude.
Opening a drink like this.
Like
how Dad takes a picture,
like you
on,
taking a picture
on vacation.
Dude.
When Dad takes a picture on vacation, it's like he's trying to cram his arms in as tight as he possibly can. So if somebody was standing behind him, it would look like he had no arms.
He's a contortionist.
Yes.
Dude, remember he was on the gondola and we were doing it like this and we were in Italy and he was doing it like this. He said, look at the way Dad's taking a picture. And I didn't realize it. And when I realized it, I laughed so hard.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Okay, but also I sit very cool. And you know that, dude. A lot of people say I sit like Bon Jovi and a lot of people say I sit with no respect.
But that's not cool at all. To have no respect for something, let's all get this straight.
I agree with you.
It is not cool to present as if you have no respect.
No, I think there's a difference between having no respect and being comfortable within your own body, showing the respect you have for yourself and sitting the way you want to. Yes, got out of that one.
How about me and Barney, though?
No. We were going to talk about this.
But about Barney? Me and Barney?
No, I think sitting the way you want. I don't like when people are like, dude, sometimes I like have my foot up on like
all
the bottom of a chair.
Dude, all the time.
Oh, so I don't sit erect then. So I do sit chillin'.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so I got you.
But it's not pimpin'. You sit chillin'. You don't sit pimpin'.
So my point is, I have the foot up, and people will be like, take your foot off. And they don't even fucking have anything to do with where we are. It's just like, I'm at a cafe, and some customer is like, dude, you shouldn't have your foot on the thing. And I'm like, dude.
Customers?
Yeah. It's happened.
That's really
The last time it happened was a patient at a doctor's office. I was at a doctor's office. I had my foot up on the seat part of the seat. It wasn't like it was on the wall or some shit like that.
So when you say the seat part of the seat, what do you mean?
The part you sit on. That part.
So that person didn't want the bottom of your shoe touching where his ass might go.
Her
ass might go.
Of course her. An old lady. She was like, I don't think you should be having your foot on the seat.
Speaking of mean old ladies, dude, I got into an elevator. And I was with someone. We were going down, and it was a smaller elevator. There were two elevators. One was bigger, one was smaller. The small one came, and in this building, the elevators take a while.
Okay.
The old woman goes in because we obviously let her go because we have fucking manners.
Yeah, of course.
And then the two of us get in the elevator too because we want to get on the elevator.
Of course, yeah.
Okay. So we both walk on, and she's making a big production. And then before the doors close, she goes, 2.
Oh.
And I said, I was like taken aback. I was like, oh, sorry, what? And she says, 2. And then before I could even realize what she meant, she just gets off the elevator. And then I realized she meant
hit number 2.
Only 2 people are allowed on this elevator.
What?
Because I decided that. And as if I was supposed to know that.
To her?
She wanted only 2 of us on the elevator.
You sure that's what she meant?
I'm positive, dude.
How are you positive though?
Because when we got to the lobby again, there's a tiny sign near the entrance that says something about the small elevator only 2 people can ride it. But also that was like from the beginning of the pandemic.
Oh.
This is like a fucking few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, 2.
Wow, dude. That's horrible to do that. I don't like when people are like that.
Also, I'll do it if you ask nice. If she says, excuse me.
Of course.
Dude, are you kidding me? You're scared? Of course I'll take the next one.
Of course, so would I.
Of course I'll kick you out and make you take the next one.
I was going to say. 2. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Here, why don't I'll show you out.
Just pick her up.
And look this. Like this.
Yep.
Why are the 2 elevators different sizes? What kind of weird funhouse were you in?
I don't know
That's so
why,
weird
but
that there were 2 elevators different sizes.
It was like a medical building. I think one was for
service,
big ass things
doctors,
to be able
fat
to take.
Doctors.
Oops.
Right. Well, I'm making a joke, so we can interrupt, right?
You're asking.
Yeah, and then I'm making a joke before
me. I'm asking, and then immediately while I'm answering, you're toppling me.
But that's because that's what humor. I'm doing it with humor.
That's not what humor is.
And oops is like interrupt to be like, oh yeah, by the way, today. Blah, 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 blah.
No, I think an oops is you ask me a question, and immediately when I start answering, you start toppling me. What? Oh, the shit.
Behind the back, no.
Andrew Dice, no.
All right, so yeah, don't go oops if I'm doing a joke, dude. Do not do that.
I didn't. I said oops.
Yeah, you're not going to.
So it was 2 of them.
I'll be honest with you guys. If I was watching this podcast and this was the first time I watched the podcast, I'd turn it off and never watch it again.
No way, dude. I think the opposite. I would be like, what is this podcast?
I'd be like, these guys are fucking annoying.
Look at that guy's pink shirt. It's great. I got white shorts on with fucking purple writing on it. So, if you're lucky, you'll be able to see that. Who knows? Who knows what might happen the rest of this hour?
Yeah.
You could see my shorts. Stay tuned.
Worst, stay tuned. You might see my shorts. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Dude, hell yeah.
All right, so do you want to get into it or what? It's
don't
already
know.
too hot, so I'm fucking. That's awesome.
I'm always hot. I'm not hot right now.
There's been a heat wave in Los Angeles. It was 108 degrees the other day.
It was 108 degrees.
Dude.
Let me tell you something I hate. When you talk about the weather and someone's like, oh, are we so boring? We talk about the weather? Motherfucker, when it's 108 degrees, yeah.
Yeah. You weren't even digesting what I was saying at that point, and I have an issue with it.
I wasn't?
No.
I didn't even
said-
hear you.
There we go.
Yeah. So, no, I was not only not digesting it, I didn't even put it in my mouth.
In my mouth.
Digesting, I'm using your metaphor.
I said it was 108 degrees. As I was saying it was 108 degrees, you were going, and then when I was done talking, you said it was 108 degrees. I already said that part. So basically what you were doing is not listening to me
wanted
and
to
then
do it.
being redundant.
I
Not
listened
shitty.
to you and I knew what you were going to say, and I took the deep breath in so I could hit it right when you finished saying the word degrees. Yes.
It's shitty.
It's not shitty. It's good. It's kind of like what Dad does, actually.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know. And we both agreed that we hate that. So
Okay, yeah.
All right. Well, let's
now
get
I kind of like it, though. After years of hating it, it's like tradition. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, okay, I get it. All right, so look, let's go. I'm gonna, I got crazy good advices. We don't know what the videos are yet, but let's do it, dude. We'd like to get a fresh take on it. Let's go, number one.
Hello, Chris and Matt.
Blind.
This is Juliet, and
Hi,
I
Juliet.
am 49 years old. I'm
Congrats.
Cuban. I live in Miami, Florida.
Cool.
I've been a fan of Chris for many years,
Awesome.
and now I love the both of you.
Aw.
Thank you.
I have a question. I get fired from every job I have because
Wow.
when I'm about to get my period, I lose
Oh.
my temper, and that gets me in trouble.
Ah.
Now, a few people suggested that I do a podcast.
Put a
Oh.
And
cork in it.
also OnlyFans.
Oh.
Now, my question is,
Such a
being
leap.
49, is it too late
No.
for OnlyFans?
She's beautiful.
Look at.
Oh.
What do you guys think? Let me know.
Absolutely not too late.
Thank you.
That's not
Oh
too
my
late. She's
God.
beautiful. But also,
Even if she wasn't
even
so
if she
beautiful,
wasn't, dude.
it's not too. At 49 is not. Dude, there are men who have specific fetishes for women way older than that.
My whole thing is, you're acting like there's not lonely souls.
That are your age.
Yeah, but you're acting like there's not lonely souls in this fucking planet of 8 billion people. You don't think fucking 25 lonely souls
Why are you saying it like that?
will fucking sign up for your OnlyFans and give you $20 a month?
How many?
And that's yaper, dude.
How many?
I'm just saying, you can find 20 lonely souls to just fucking subscribe to your OnlyFans. But also, podcasts, way different than an OnlyFans.
Just
you know,
skip the
podcasts way
podcast
harder.
part. Yeah.
Showing your tatas,
I mean, no,
way
if,
easier.
If you want to do a podcast, do it. But you're going to
Yeah.
make, if you're talking about jobs and lifestyle and living, cost of living shit,
yeah,
the OnlyFans is the way to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Do the podcast as well and pump up the podcast on your OnlyFans. Push people while you're naked.
One feeds the other.
Push them towards the podcast. You get more viewers, more listeners.
Yeah. Also, anyone who sounds like this, that's from the south of Miami, absolutely pops off at the mouth and gets fired. So that, I mean, you know what I mean? Like that, there's no way, dude.
She's like a classic Latin
100%,
firecracker thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could see her being like, well, that's actually not how you're going to talk to me right now.
Right,
I'm
right.
out of here, and walks away with blood like, dripping down her leg. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I know, but
come
her
on.
her shit, not me.
I know.
Her shit, she did it.
I
But I paint
know.
images, right? So we're
That's
going to get on me
not-
because I paint images?
That's too gross.
It's not gross. It's natural. It's beautiful.
it's not
so you're
gross.
sexist. Yes,
It's
got to do that one.
crass. It's not gross. It's graphic and crass.
So beautiful
And one
red
thing about
liquid.
me is that I'm not crass.
So then beautiful red liquid, not blood.
What?
How would I make it? It happens. It's natural. So how would I say it to make it not crass?
You wouldn't say it. That's how it would work best.
So we're denying it. So again, you're sexist.
No.
Yes, got to do that one. It's beautiful and it's natural. Some women rub it on their faces, but I'm not saying
She's also not from the south of Florida. She's from Cuba.
obviously, that's
Okay.
why I'm saying I was trying to not be racist about the whole popping off at the mouth thing. But you know Cubans.
So you were racist anyway. Okay, I got
But
it.
Cubans go like this. You actually not going to talk to me like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Cubans fucking rule. Let's get something.
they rule.
straight.
Yeah. Oh, they rule.
Okay.
But they also, you know, they pop off at
They're
the mouth.
fiery. They're passionate
They're
people.
passionate,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Everything good and also bad. Like they'd be like, wow, this food is so amazing. I can't believe it. What I'm tasting right now, this is unbelievable. I love this food. It's so good. And you're like, all right, yeah, it's very good. Just relax. But I can't stop thinking about that shit. And then when some falls off the plate, they're all, you fucking piece of shit. Flip the plate over. Fuck all this place.
Wow,
Never coming
wow.
again.
Wow, okay.
I'm saying passion, on everything, right? I fuck up. I'm a stupid
Both
motherfucker. They go.
extremes, yeah.
And
okay.
and so so you could start an OnlyFans. It depends. You need to figure out what kind of OnlyFans you want to do, right? You want to show your boobs or your feet, right? Totally different stories. You get more money for your boobs, obviously, right? Because of why?
I don't know. You know how many people
lonely souls? Yeah, I know. What is that, dude?
I don't know, dude. I do not
What's the foot thing?
understand the foot fetish thing. So many
I don't
men
understand
have
either.
that shit, dude.
And I'll tell you what, I don't understand it. And I'll tell you what, I've tried.
What do you mean?
I've sat there and looked at feet and been like, let's try and work this out, you know?
Work this out.
Because it will be nice to have a fucking... Kinks are nice. You got a kink. That's an extra thing in your life.
There's certainly nothing wrong with them, but to try to have a kink is not going to work. Kinks, the whole thing about a kink is that it's like, I can't help it. It's like, I love fucking, you know, belly buttons or whatever the fuck, you know?
I do like belly buttons, but yeah.
Okay.
But yes, you can start with the podcast. Try a podcast. It might be okay. You keep getting fired. Become your own boss. That's what
she's getting at.
She's getting at.
Yeah.
Become your own boss. You don't even realize you may be getting at that. Become your own boss. Start a business. You can do it. You could sell stuff on fucking whatever it is. Pinterest or
do
Farfetch.
OnlyFans, which is what she's already volunteering she might want to do. The answer is all signs fucking go. Do the OnlyFans.
Yes,
do the podcast.
Yes, but what I'm saying is she might not be realizing that the true thing she wants is just to be her own boss. She might not want to start a podcast or OnlyFans. So I'm just saying, think about that for a little bit, and those are my advices.
But if the question is simply, am I too old to do an OnlyFans?
No.
Absolutely not even at all.
And you know why? Lonely souls.
Okay, right.
But that's why.
Also, age, not only does it not matter in this context or really many contexts, unless it's like athletics, there are specifically men and maybe even women out there too who have specific kinks or fetishes for older women. 49 is not even that old.
No, it's not old, no.
But yeah, like there's porn sites out there that are like
42 is
like
not old either.
Women, like 70-year-old women, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
And they make money, dude.
Yeah.
They're driving around in fucking the nice version of a fucking, whatever the nicest version is of like a
Buick,
a lower end car, yeah.
Oh. I thought you meant like an older.
Well, they're
car.
not driving fucking Uruses around town. You know what I mean? They're not making that much money.
They're not
the
driving
70-year-old
urethras around town. What is a Urus?
with the tits flopping around below their belt.
Okay.
So when I talk natural, you get disgusted. When I talk natural, when I talk beauty, you know, an older woman has. Okay, so their boobs are perky. What do you want me to do? Lie?
No, you said tits flapping around.
Below the belt.
How, oh,
they
see,
sag.
well, that's you could.
And it's gross, but
No,
now that's
I didn't say
sexist
that.
and ageist.
You're putting words in my mouth. But anyway, not even close to too old.
No
Congrats.
way. No way.
Congrats on that.
Yeah, you did it. Cool. And also, she looks fantastic for 49.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
great.
yeah,
So
yeah,
good job.
yeah.
Good job on that. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Next.
It's good, Matt and Chris.
What's up?
And Matt. Calling in today because I need some advice on living single.
Live in what?
Single.
I'm at the point in my life now where I'm starting to realize, like, maybe I'm the problem. You know, it's a deeper. But
been there for sure.
like, I'm just tired of the cycle that I have with dating women, like getting to know them, and I've pretty much ruined every relationship I could have had or had, and I'm at the point where I'm just tired of it. You know, like I'd much rather be by myself if I can.
Wow. Woke up
But
an hour and
boys
a half
still
ago.
get
You can tell.
lonely,
You can tell.
so I'm trying to. I want to see, like, do you guys think it's possible to get to a point where you're so in tune and just got it together so well with yourself, where to the point where you no longer lust after romantic relationships or even care about them anymore? Like,
Oh, wow.
do you guys think it's possible to get to that point, being single? And if you do, how do you go about doing that?
God damn. I mean,
Would love some feedback from you guys. Appreciate the pod. Keep killing it. Love y'all both. Peace out.
thank you,
man.
bro.
Thanks,
he's
dude.
asking, to be clear, could you be in a point where you're not
You're so comfortable.
lusting after? Got it. Oh man,
You're
this is me. Look, this is me. Wishing I was in your boat. That's me in another boat. Just
Wishing
I
you
wish.
could be like that.
fuck yeah, dude.
Okay, well,
You
here's
just
the
be
thing.
happy with nothing.
Is it okay to be that way? Absolutely 100%. Can you live a life like that? Absolutely 100%. However, we are social animals, and we do at certain points, sometimes for some people all the time, for other people probably like you, and frankly also like me, it's like less. You want or need that less than maybe most people. So you can go long periods about being single. Maybe go on a date here and there, but or maybe even not. Who knows what this guy's talking about? But I think that it's absolutely possible if that's how you want to live your life. But what I would absolutely say, I can't emphasize this enough, do not rule out a potential relationship because you're so, whatever word you might call, dedicated to being alone and single. That, to me, when you go over the line, it crosses the line when you're like, no, I am absolutely always going to be single, and I decided that, and I will never have a partner. That is crossing into a new territory.
Talk about deeper.
That is, but it's unhealthy.
It's unhealthy, dude.
It's not being real with yourself. Sometimes we do want a relationship, and we need to remain open to it, even if you actually really would rather be single, which I totally do get. Go ahead.
You could by the way, I've never been so sure that somebody has woken up an hour and a half before the video.
You know,
like you could tell with his face.
I don't know.
You could tell with his face.
I don't know
it's a little
if I agree
bit.
with you.
It's on the back end of being puffy from waking up. You can tell.
Okay.
Also, he couldn't look more like he's from 1995, and it's all good. But that is a 1995 face. And that is amazing, dude.
Interesting.
He couldn't look like, if I met him in 1995, I wouldn't think of anything different. I would just be like, hey, dude, that's a guy. You know what I mean?
Okay. And now what do you think?
Now I go, oh, what's he doing now?
Right. He took a time machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that guy is fine. I mean, how old? I never can tell. Honestly, I can't tell how old black people are. I have no idea, dude.
Dude, I can't tell how old anyone is.
White
anymore.
people I can do, and that's pretty much it.
Tell, dude. I don't know how old anyone is. Why are you looking at my hair so much?
I wasn't.
Okay.
But black people are like either so 25 for so long or just have been 60 forever like Morgan Freeman. So that guy is 30 or
he looked young. I mean, he could
be 22.
Again, I'm bad at guessing everyone's age in the fucking world. I would guess that guy is like early 30s. Yeah.
Okay.
But he could be in his late 20s for sure.
Yeah, I know 100%. I think that just careful how selfish you are, you know? Make sure you're doing it because you feel comfortable and not necessarily, it's okay to be a little selfish. Do it because you feel comfortable, not because you don't want anyone else, not because you don't want love fucking your life up, right? Like you don't want to be fucking Matt Damon in the movie Good Will Hunting, right? Sorry, I'm fucking allergic to.
I didn't want you to sneeze just now.
That's okay.
It's crazy.
And
didn't want that at all.
That's okay though, dude.
Wow.
And yeah, dude, I feel like you can be open to it without being like, nah, fuck that. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you can really get into this zone where this is why I said it was unhealthy. You can get into this zone where you're talking to yourself all day about it and convincing yourself that you'd like it more being single when really you're just afraid to get in another one and fuck it up and feel that
don't be
pain
afraid
of that. Don't be afraid of that. But also, you're clearly aware that you're the, as you put it in the beginning of the video, you might be the problem. That is an amazing step on the way to actual happiness with a partner.
Yeah.
So if you do get back out there, keep that in mind, and if things come up that remind you of things in the past, how maybe you would have handled something before, think about how to handle it in a different way, how you might handle it in a way that isn't going to ruin the relationship. I mean, you definitely, there's going to be people out there that you do date and want to date. Try some new version of yourself that is comfortable for you.
Hello. How are you? Well, when you like to eat, I always pick.
Yeah, you just be British. But yeah, I think it's okay to be alone and single, but you can go over a line. You got to be careful with yourself.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on yourself, so to speak.
At 49, he's going to be like, should I start a podcast on OnlyFans? All right, let's do it. Next.
Hi guys, I'm from France, so I'm sorry for the mistakes.
Cool.
I need your advice on my situation. But it turns out that a few weeks ago, you already gave advice to a guy who was in the exact same situation as I am right now. I am still a virgin at 25. The advice you gave the guy a few weeks ago was to be more social and to get on dating apps. I am already on dating apps. I've been for 10 years, but it's difficult to make meaningful connection on there. Then to be more social, okay, but I have social anxiety, okay? I'm dealing with it. I'm in therapy. Everything is working out great. Still, I don't go out much. I like to be at home. I don't drink. I don't like parties. So yeah. Now, here's my problem. I don't know how to act around men. They make me uncomfortable if I like them, I'm going to be uncomfortable. I don't know how to act. So when they try to flirt with me, I go away. I'm scared because I know that I have to tell them that I'm a virgin and I'm scared of their reaction. So I'd rather just bye. And then if I have to explain it, there's going to be questions like, why are you a virgin? How? Why? What's the catch with you? Nothing. Yeah. Okay? I'm just anxious. You have to live with that. Like you're a virgin. And maybe you won't find someone who will understand, accept you, and take the time to teach you everything there is to know. Most people are impatient. They want to sleep with me before getting to know me. Yeah. So what's your advice? What's your advice?
Please, there's a few things going on there.
To be social and to get on dating apps.
Why do you need to tell them beforehand? This is your shit. You run the show. You run the show. Yeah. Well, I think she would want to. I think that's fair to want to say that to someone before you have sex with them. I guess you're a virgin. I mean, I totally get that. But I would say though, there's a few things to that. But one of them I want to get out of the way, and this is something I've come across a lot because I actually feel the opposite. But so many men that I know would love specifically to meet a virgin and start a relationship with a virgin. I feel the opposite. Yeah. Oh, right, because they get jealous of the past and stuff. Like they'll be like, "Oh, who else
but also,
fuck?"
Speaking of fetishes, it's like the men fetishize this idea of like someone new to sex, and they get to be their first person. It's like
that's as old as
an
fucking.
ego thing.
I mean, I talk about they did that in the Tutors all the time. Like they were like, "Well, I won't marry her if she's been deflowered." You know what I mean?
Right.
I finished the Tutors. By the way,
it's very old fashioned.
It's okay.
In my opinion, about the Tutors all the time.
But it's not. I'm done with it.
Okay, good. Thank God.
I finished it, and it was not that good. At the end, got worse. It was boring.
know.
It was very boring. The end got very boring.
Okay.
Season 1 was bad. Season 2 was okay. 3 was fine. End was bad.
And no one cares about any of it.
But they were like, they always want. He fucking beheaded a woman because he thought that she slept with someone before.
Whoa.
That he was,
So he was pissed. He
was like, and she didn't even. She just he thought that, and he beheaded
wrongfully
her.
Accused.
Yeah, so I'm just saying,
that is a bummer,
right? And you're living in a time now where that doesn't happen. You run the show, dude. You let yourself, because here's the thing: you're 25. It gets to a point where now it's like you want to do it, but it's like this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you're already kind of there. So I'm not saying do it to get it over with, but you might be looking for that perfect first time that doesn't exist.
That does not. Yeah, I can vouch for that.
It just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I knew a very beautiful woman who was a virgin into her early 30s, and she just kind of like this woman was saying. She just never met a guy that she felt comfortable doing with it, and then, as you said, at a certain point, it became this big thing that was like she was too hyper aware of it that it would like get in the way of her starting new relationships. But I think telling a guy is gonna be fine. A lot of guys are gonna like that, so get that out of the way. Put that out of your mind. Second of all, them asking you why, just say exactly what you said to us. Because I'm socially awkward and I never had a relationship where I felt comfortable doing that. That is totally fine and normal.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. And nobody would think there's something wrong with that. But the social anxiety thing, what I would say about when men flirt with you and you get skittish and go away, even if you like them, if you like them and they're flirting with you, practice one thing, and that is keeping your feet where they are. Don't slide away. Don't skittle away because it's easier. Just stay there. And if you get uncomfortable, it's okay because I promise the guy there is attracted to you and wants you to stay there too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's easier to control your body than it is to control your mind.
Oh, for sure.
Just keep your feet where they are.
Keep it simple. Keep your feet where they are.
When I first started doing stand-up, I was like, how am I going to get on that stage? And I literally thought, if I just move my feet forward step by step to the stage, I'll be on the stage and then I'll have to start talking. And I did that. I didn't think about it. I was just like, 1 step, 2 step. Come on, keep going, keep going. I got on stage.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, tell that story.
That's fucking weird, huh?
Yeah, that you said that. And I've thought that for years. Yeah, it's funny.
No,
kind of like you're copying me, but yeah.
No, you do the 1 step. I'm talking about counting the steps. You did that?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, weird.
Yep. I was like, come on, keep going, dude. You got this.
Okay. Yeah, keep your feet firm. I mean, if not like always when a guy's hitting on you. If you don't like him, get the fuck out of there.
Hey, so what's up? She's like, Matt said.
But yeah, long term, you're not gonna have a fucking problem. You're like a sweet, funny, personable young woman. Also, 25 really is not that.
It's not that old. Yeah. All right. Next.
Oh my God.
What's up, Matt and Chris? You guys get a lot of advice questions about dating coworkers, and I just wanted to give my input on that. Since 7 years ago, I asked a coworker to go on a date with me, and I think it's definitely okay to date coworkers as long as you read the situation.
He's married.
And you never know where it might lead to. So
it led to him never wearing a shirt.
Don't be creepy.
It led to me not being able to hang my pictures up.
She seems to be into you. Why not ask her out? And just save the universe, but say hi to Nala, and thanks for the show.
Save the universe. Hi, Nala.
What I would say to you
hang your pictures up, first of all.
2015 ain't 2022, buddy.
What does that mean?
It means it was a lot easier.
Yeah.
But obviously, that's what I meant. And the fact that you asked me what I meant pisses me off.
I didn't know that he met her in 2015.
But he said 7 years ago.
Okay, well, so I don't do the math, and I didn't know what he meant.
Should have before you asked what I meant.
I assumed what you meant. I wanted to make sure, dude. It's always good to make sure. And
I don't like that. I don't like that.
It is different. I don't think it's wrong. I just think you got to be a lot more careful now to doing it. Because, people will be like, hey, fire this guy.
Yeah, you can't willy-nilly do it. You can't be a fucking even remotely like a creep. You just got to be way, way, way more careful and smarter, and not be like, if you only do it, this is the ultimate advice, and I think I even said this at the time, only do it if you really feel there is an actual connection and it could turn into a real relationship.
Yeah, but guys are crazy though.
What?
Guys are crazy though.
So are women. What do you mean? What is that?
Yeah, because they'll be like, "Oh, this is a fucking this means something," and they're like, "She's like, who's that guy?"
It's not about already believing you have a special. I'm saying if you only do it, only go to that far if you believe so far as to ask someone to go out with you at work. If you believe there's a potential long-term relationship, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Not just trying to fuck. You're saying.
I mean, no, I would say it's a little bit more specific than that. It's
not just trying to runk.
It's not just trying to runk. It's like you're foreseeing more than just like there's somebody you really, really like. This is not just some willy-nilly girl you think is pretty.
My point is, how many friends do you have that are like, oh man, she's awesome, I could see a real connection, and you're like, okay, bro.
But that's not the point.
I have two.
You can't make these guys unplug their radars. Like they still have to trust something.
I guess, yeah. Try to avoid it at all costs. But also, it would be hilarious if she went to his work now and was like, he fucking hit on me. Mm-hmm. And he'd be like, you have 2 kids. Yeah. And she's like, it doesn't matter. Maybe uncomfortable. You should fire him.
Yep.
They would fire him. That's how Twisted now is.
Well, people would be so confused, though.
But that's how Twisted now is. In 2015, they would be like, get the fuck out of here. You have 2 kids. Now, there would be like a fucking op-ed written about you. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
I'm just saying.
Interesting.
All right, interesting. And now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. Okay? BetterHelp.com is great. There is often a mindset that I'm not in because I get stressed out. I'm focused on my problems instead of solutions. And, these situations, they might go better with different mindsets. Mm-hmm. And it can be tough on your brain to stay in problem-solving mode, especially when faced with these challenges because they're very stressful, right? But when you learn how to find your own solutions, there's no better feeling. And that can be done here with BetterHelp.com. A therapist can help you become a better problem solver, making it easier to accomplish your goals, no matter how big or so small. So if you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option, okay? And why?
It's super convenient, it's accessible, it's affordable, and entirely online.
Comfort of your own home, yeah.
Hard to find a therapist out in the world. Wait lists. And you got to make appointments deep in the future. Here on BetterHelp.com, you get matched with a therapist after filling out just a brief survey, and then you can switch therapists literally at any time.
For any reason. So look, therapy saved my life, and it saved many people's lives.
Yeah.
I can't express the importance of it enough. So listen, when you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/lifeline today to get your 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/lifeline.
Hey guys, so my husband's band is going to be recording in Los Angeles for 10 days in December.
Cool.
So I'm going to be tagging along and bringing our 5-month-old baby.
So cool.
So I am asking, what can I do for 10 days in Los Angeles with a 5-month-old baby? Chris, is there anywhere you like to take Calvin? I really hope you guys answer this because the Google searches are bullshit. So please let me know. I really need things to do for those 10 days. Thanks, guys.
I think
there's a Chris question.
There's a lot of cool parks. I know that like Google might not show you, like they'll show you where the parks are, but like it's so cool because the weather's nice. I don't know where you live, but the weather will be like breezy and crisp. Maybe it might be a little too cold in December.
Sorry, when did she say she's coming?
December.
Oh, December. Okay.
And if he's 5 months now, he'll be 7 months. There's other cool places like I don't know what you have or where you're from, but like there's the Tar Pits is awesome.
Tar Pits is amazing.
I went to the Tar Pits and Calvin fucking loved it. There's a video out there that I did bringing Calvin to the Surprising Calvin, it's called, on my YouTube. That's cool. But my son loves dinosaurs. She said it was a son. I don't remember what she said.
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah. And there's like also the Museum of Torture or Museum of Pain.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, go that yourself. Leave the kid home.
Yeah.
But also it's just 10 days. So do Tar Pit. What else?
What's your favorite park to take Calvin?
There's one on. Well, I don't want to fucking.
Yeah,
right. I know people show up.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know else besides.
I mean,
that.
there's the LA Zoo.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I always feel bad with zoos.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
He's 7 months old. It exists. It's there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what about the Gene Autry Museum with all the Western stuff? He's 7 months. It's so young.
7 months is so young. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? It doesn't matter what you do with a 7 month.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, it really doesn't. It's for you. Do the stuff you want. Yes,
100%. Yeah.
Because the 7 month, first of all, they're not going to remember anything.
Yep.
Okay. Second of all, they're not even going to know what they're looking at. Just
Yep.
pick something with bright colors, dude.
Yep.
Go see, get a DVD of Rio and just fucking watch it.
In the hotel.
Yeah. It's like, it's just not, yeah. I think that, I don't think it matters. I fucking was, even now, my son's 2.5 and he's just like, today his whole thing was taking a squeaky dog toy that's a lion and bopping a fucking.
Oh, I love that though.
That game? Bopping a fucking T-Rex. And he was laughing like hell, dude.
I love bopping a fucking T-Rex.
So yeah. He also came down this morning and said, smells like fucking poop.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. And we were like, we just go.
Right.
Did you hear about when he said, that's fucking crazy?
Oh, yeah. But was that the first time he said it?
That's the first time he said crazy. Yeah, fucking, yeah.
And so now, what? He just says it all the time?
Crazy.
It was really
funny. It
funny.
smells like fucking poop.
What?
That's what the nanny said.
What do you do?
I say, smells like poop.
Uh-huh.
And then he says, smells like poop.
He says, no, it smells like fucking poop.
Yeah.
How does he know what? Like,
I don't know.
What?
We say it enough.
Like, he probably thinks of it just as it's a word for emphasis. Oops.
Yep.
You jinxed me.
I didn't do anything except say the word
you said
at the
same
time.
word while I was saying it as if we were going to do a duet.
I didn't say jinx.
You said emphasis. When I said
foreign,
emphasis.
I said emphasis. So I think just do what you want to do, dude. Don't Google. First of all, Google is terrible. You don't.
7 months though. They don't know anything, dude.
Mm-hmm. Just keep them at the hip and go to CVS.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Matt. Thanks for doing this podcast. It's something to look forward to every single week. And Chris, it's a gift to have you back. So welcome back. Thanks for the laughs. So recently had a situation where I found out that my cousin got married and nobody called me, texted me, invited me to the wedding.
That's hilarious.
I've been told it's a small wedding, but that's not really what I want to hear. Growing up as an only child, these were my brothers and sisters all involved in that side of the family. And it's kind of hurtful to not be considered to attend that wedding. Caveat, I live in Tampa, Florida. They live in Providence, Rhode Island for some reason. And I always make the trip up for family event, funeral, wedding, you name it. And I would have been there. So do I say something or do I let it go? Big believer in letting it go, but I also think that I could have a conversation with them that wouldn't be confrontational. So curious to hear your thoughts on that situation. Thank you guys both. Chris, see you in Lakeland.
Fuck yeah, Lakeland. We'll be there for some reason.
Let me say something
I
real
have
quick,
a good
though.
thing to say, but go ahead and then I'll
It's
do
not
the
even
better
about
version.
the advice.
Okay.
When his face came up, I was like, this guy's a hardcore motherfucker is going to be so hard-assed.
Oh, really?
Then he opened his mouth, and he's like the sweetest, fucking most respectful guy.
Yeah, not even trying to fucking one-up you, but I knew he was going to be sweet.
I love him. I love him.
Okay.
I want to marry him.
Okay. Well.
And we're going to get married and not invite his cousin.
You can't do that in Florida. So,
You're not going to invite his cousin.
That's funny. Good job on doing that. I didn't think of it. But
so mad.
It's fine. I should have thought of it. But I think the thing is, if you should maybe bring it up. If you feel like you're close to them and you should have been invited, bring it up. But here's how I think you bring it up, dude.
Uh-oh.
No. This is actually good, I think. Okay. I'm giving good advices right now.
We'll see.
You say... Listen, I know you didn't invite me to the wedding. That's your deal. You decide that. Understood. I want to know if there's something that I'm not privy to or lacking in this relationship that warrants me not being invited, because I feel like I would have invited you to mine, and I just wonder where your head's at. Do you know what I mean?
I don't like that.
I want you to digest it. After the podcast, you're going to love it. So saying you don't like it is actually not the case. And it's a little disrespectful to do that.
Worst therapist.
Right, so
I think that puts you in a precarious position with that person, because that person can start to get defensive because they feel like you're putting a guilt trip on them.
No. But I don't think... Okay, so that's why I say this. I don't think this guy would make it seem guilt trippy.
Maybe.
That's why I say it to this guy.
Okay, fair enough. But what I would suggest is just saying... plain and simple, why are you doing that? You're fucking flexing. I think
I feel the moment.
I think that you should just plain, especially as you said, it wouldn't be awkward. It would be fine. Like he thinks he could bring it up with them. I think you just plainly say, hey, I don't want to make this weird at all, but I think about it sometimes. And I just wanted to ask you, so I don't have to think about it anymore. Can you just tell me why you didn't invite me to the wedding? It'll be fine no matter what. I really would love to know.
Yes, and
that is good.
Do that. Literally fly to the wedding to do that and ask him that in a suit already.
Oh wait, the wedding didn't already happen?
No, and do it with tears in your eyes.
Well, yeah, for sure. If the wedding didn't happen, then definitely do that.
And you're not invited.
Get on your knees.
And you're not. Yeah, I just need to know. Crying. Do you ever think about sometimes what if these people call in and they're just an absolute lunatic, and the people they're talking about, they don't even exist?
No,
I've thought of that.
But I do think about it if they're waiting to get our advice, and the minute they see it aired, they just do it like right away, you know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, do our advice?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. No, I think they probably don't take our advice anyway.
Yeah, no, me too. But they should.
Yeah,
they should take my advice for sure.
Yeah, and mine. My mine.
Sometimes, like 30% you, 100% me. Okay.
100%. Okay, what's up?
Hi, Matt and Chris. Really love your show. So here's my dilemma. Recently, I convinced my boyfriend to stop drinking because he's had a long-term problem with alcohol, and he's been doing really great, hasn't been drinking for months.
Great.
But I still work part-time at a bar, and I have late nights that I work. Sometimes I'll stay out, I'll drink with some buddies, and I know that he resents me that I get to drink and he doesn't. Yeah. So I'm trying to decide, should I stay in the job this year and get the paycheck and hang out with my friends, or should I quit my job for the winter and stop drinking in solidarity with my boyfriend? Would love some advice. Thank you.
That's really sweet that you're even thinking of that. It is very honorable to do that. At the end of the day, you know, since you're dealing with addiction, this all has to do with him being able to do this. I think in the beginning, it's if he's not going to a facility and if he's trying to do, quit drinking, I don't know if he's an addict or not, but if he's trying to not drink and you say he's doing a good job, then he might be able to handle it. But I think just keep it in mind. Like, I think that eventually he has to stay clean because he wants to, not because of anything that you're doing. You guys obviously are not in a toxic relationship.
And if he's the one with the drinking problem, you're not.
Right.
You don't have to do anything like that.
But I do understand her.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I do understand that. And that is very, very honorable. And if you do feel like you can do it and you feel like it would be a thing that would bring you guys closer, then maybe you do it. You know, if you're not hurting for money and you don't need to have that job, then, you know, but also real life is real life. And if you do need money and that's the job you have, then he has to understand that. And, you know,
that's what I was going to say. I mean, it's a job. This is a job we're talking about. It's not a certain kind of social event.
Right.
This is like, this is how you make a living, I'm assuming. And so for him to resent you for having a certain job, so to make money to support you or the both of you or whatever, I think that would be sort of out of line for him to resent you for that.
Yeah.
I also think that, I mean, maybe, I don't know because I've never worked at a bar, but is it possible to not drink?
Yeah, you could not drink, and then I mean, they did it in Cheers. You could not drink, but and then just go home and not drink.
That's what I mean.
Like, I mean, it's much harder, obviously. But
I know, but I mean, what I'm saying
like
is,
me
I don't
going to a gym and not fucking destroying reps.
Okay,
you know
well,
I mean?
I don't think the thing
Bars
is
there. I'm gonna fucking rep it out.
Either quit or continue to work and drink. I don't think those are your only two options. I think you have another option is don't quit and stop drinking. And I think if you're worried about him, that would mean the most to him. If you sacrifice drinking, even though the, whatever you want to call it, temptation or allure is there and you're denying it for the sake of solidarity, that would absolutely mean the most to him. Now, if that's not even an option, then I think you shouldn't, probably shouldn't actually quit your job.
No,
Unless, again, you do have the complete financial stability. You don't need that job.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think that him resenting you for keeping your job and behaving the way you've always behaved at that job, when you don't have a drinking problem like he does, ostensibly, I'm assuming, then I think that's a bit much for him to resent you for that. And if he does, he should bring that up with you, and then you guys work it out. So no, I don't think you should quit.
Could you imagine me going into fucking Iron Paradise and not pressing it out?
Iron Paradise is gym.
Yeah.
And pressing it out is bench pressing.
Yeah, or other presses, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
It wouldn't happen. I'm saying...
If you're asking me if I can imagine it, I say yes.
If we're in a relationship, me and you,
okay,
you can't go to the gym for fucking 3 weeks, for 3 months because you got a surgery.
Yeah, okay.
Could you imagine me being like, okay, and then driving by every day to work, I go by the Iron Paradise and not stopping in and just pressing it out for 20 minutes.
I can completely imagine that.
You can imagine me not going.
100%.
Even bodyweight stuff.
Anything.
It would never happen. So my point is, in solidarity with you, I might be like,
That's
I'm
what
not going to go to the gym, but I also might be like, I'm not going to the gym and still drive by Crunch a few days and just rep it out really quickly and not tell you about it, but you won't be able to tell because I don't stink of anything. Because in alcohol, you stink of alcohol.
That would be dishonorable, though, what you did.
It would be, but also I'm helping your addiction. I'm helping your addiction.
That's true. You'd be lying for a good cause.
And you'd also be like, what's up with the traps, dude? I noticed something.
Then
right?
Exactly, you get caught.
You go like this.
I thought we were in this together.
I know we were in this together, but it's like your shoulders go on for a week?
No.
So what's the deal?
No.
Are you, I'm going to ask you point blank, are you driving by Crunch, stopping in for 20 minutes and pressing it out?
So dumb, you know.
You're looking at me all sweaty with a tank top on, one of those low ones where you can see my nipples, and I'm just like...
Nipples.
No. With a gym bag. All right, cool. Limp
What's
Bizkit.
up, Matt and Chris? Appreciate what you guys do. Chris, definitely been down for a long time. Matt, I love the podcast that you used to have. So quick question. I'm the youngest 41-year-old that you guys know.
There you go.
But I still have a huge sneaker habit.
Whoa.
You know? Can't help it.
Oh, those are nice.
And my question for you guys is...
The Grateful Deads.
41-year-olds, should I still have a big sneaker habit? Should I sell these away and use them for things towards the house, other adult type things? I love them though. I'm a huge sneaker guy. Chris, I know you're a sneaker guy. Matt, I'm not so sure, but kind of curious what you guys think. So, oops.
Hey, dude.
So disrespectful.
You think?
Disgusting.
Hey, dude. You think? The Off-White Futura collab? You think?
You good? You good now?
The Off-White Futura collab.
Oh, watch out with the drink,
okay,
dude.
I'm saying.
Just dude, tempting fate so hard.
My point is, and I don't even wear black with light shoes, so you gotta.
Why not?
Because I don't like the way it looks. But
you're doing it
just
right
got
now.
I had to wear them.
Okay.
I could have wore a light.
Stop throwing your shoe on the table.
I wore a light shirt last time. I didn't want to wear a light shirt this time. So, but I wanted to wear these.
I can see that.
So I just go like this.
Nope. Oh, in a sitcom.
You think? A sitcom about shoes? So, dude, but bro, does it spark joy? You watch Marie Kondo? Does it spark joy? If it sparks joy, keep them. You got those Grateful Deads. Those are beautiful, dude. I wish I had
the
them.
ones he was showing.
The
That's
green
what they're
ones,
called?
yeah.
Nice.
And so, does it spark joy? Also, here's the other thing that I always wonder about shoe guys, and because I'm 42, and people are like, "Why do you wear the heat?" You know what I mean? Like, why do you fucking wear the heat, bro? Put on some loafers or whatever the fuck 42-year-olds wear.
No one says why you were in the heat.
But why do they do? They go, "Oh, you got that? It's what are you walking on? Coals?" They go like, "Does it hurt?" Right?
Yeah.
Well, how about them blisters, buddy? I know what you're saying, dude.
No one says it.
But the whole thing is, you don't get money until you're older. And heat is expensive.
Okay.
You can't afford those Grateful Deads when you're 23.
Okay.
You can afford them now, dude.
How much, when he held up the shoe, how much are they?
That shoe?
Yeah.
At least $600, I think. Let me see. They might be, I don't know what they are now.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
I don't care
about shoes. Yeah.
About shoes. So but I still agree with Chris. If you love it, I mean, unless you're hurting for money, which is possible, but if you love it, keep the collection and don't sell them. If you're hurting for money, obviously fucking sell them because they're shoes.
Mm-hmm. So size 7 is $900.
Whoa.
Size 10 is, which is the most common, is $960.
Dude.
My size, which they make one of per shipment, which is 13, because I got to fucking, I'm in charge when it comes to the downstairs area.
Okay.
$1,890.
What?
Yeah, size 13, and that's a fucking large, like
2 fucking G notes.
I mean, but we're talking about from my belly button to my knees, it's cramped.
3 legs.
It's cramped.
You need
in
a
that
third
area.
shoe, so it's like $2,700 total.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow, that's so expensive.
Yeah. Sometimes there was one time where I'm not trying to brag, but like my shit gets so crowded down there that one time
sounds like a brag is coming.
No, it's not a brag. But one guy, there was a guy. I was just sitting on a fucking. I was waiting on a plane, and I was waiting on a plane. I was in the fucking terminal, and I was waiting. It was delayed. And dude, this guy next to me kept putting a fucking camera on my head. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Finally, the first time I was like, get out, what the fuck? And it can't be, I must be crazy. Why would a guy be putting a camera on my head?
That's a great question.
Yeah. And he finally kept putting the camera on my head. And I go, hey, buddy, what are you doing? And he goes, whoa. He got scared. And I was like, shocked he was so scared. He said, I'm sorry. I thought you were a tripod. And I said, oh, yeah, So he was like, I get it. You're crowded downstairs. And I was like, oh, so you didn't even know I was human. That's why he got scared when I started talking. He said, yeah, because, and both said at the same time, he said, yeah, because tripods don't talk.
Oh, okay. I don't believe you that happened.
Guys try to put cameras on my head all the fucking time.
Just twisting it in on top of you. Or trying to twist you around.
I was running and he was like, how's this guy trying to keep moving?
That is so stupid. Wow.
If a guy picks me up, they instantly think that guy's a cameraman.
Okay. Well, no one ever picks you up because what the fuck? No one ever picks you up. No one ever picks up an adult male human. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. What did he ask again? Oh, yeah.
I don't even know who the person was. I got so lost. What was
the
it?
shoes. The shoes.
Oh, yeah.
You don't, unless you need money, don't sell them. You love the shoes. Keep them. Make you happy. This life sucks.
Wow.
Find the things that make you happy and hold on to them dear tight.
I mean, fucking, you're talking about this lifestyle. People think I'm a fucking tripod.
Okay, yeah, it's true. It's tough.
So anyway, all right, next one.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Chris.
So
huge
close.
fan of the podcast. You guys literally keep me sane while I'm at work, so thank you. Chris, my baby for life. So is my husband. My question for you guys is about relationships / marriage / sex. My husband and I have been together for almost 9 years, got married young, had kids young and back to back. So our kids are 3.5 and 2.5. We're slowly seeing some more independence and freedom come back that we used to have. But the number one thing that has changed is our sex life. Yeah, so straight up, my husband would like to have sex every single day. And for me, that's just not realistic.
Whoa.
So
I guess my question to you is, how do I meet him in the middle? How much is too much? How little is too little? You know, we're trying to figure this out, and obviously I want to keep him happy at the same time. So it's just been the number one thing that we are bumping heads on, because we have completely different views on it.
Wow.
So any advice would be great.
Wow, that's the number one thing, huh?
First of all,
every
day it all sounds real normal. Sometimes it's the woman who wants more sex. Sometimes it's the man. Everything's normal. Once a day is not, I wouldn't call it abnormal, but that is
abnormal.
Not compromising.
Yeah, true.
Like the guy needs to, your husband needs to fucking compromise.
I want to be on the dude's team because, you know, but it's just, I can't.
Once a
I got to
day,
be more
dude?
of a person here.
7 times a week?
Yeah.
365 times a year?
Yeah.
Come on.
I know. It needs to be more. I think it should be 3-4 times a day. No, you need to do it 1,500 times a year.
Let's talk about once a week.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Well,
start there, I said.
What do you mean?
Start there once a
Him
week.
Or her? Her start there.
Well, they're going to have sex
once a week?
together.
It's like fucking sex Shark Tank.
He has sex 5 times a week. She has sex twice a week. They're a couple. They all have sex the same amount of times.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying for her to be like, I'll give you once a week. That's what you're saying. You got to come to the table a little bit on the fucking. But my question for her is, how much does she want to have sex?
She left it out. Yeah,
I bet she's like, I'm not. You know, I bet that's the deal. So she's got to meet him a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
But here's the other thing, dude. If you're anything like me, dude. If the guy's anything like me, I don't want to have sex with somebody that doesn't want to.
That's what I never understood about fucking this kind of shit. It's like, you know, you hear stories like this, and it's just like. But here's the thing. I get it if he's like, but it's not. He wants to have sex once a fucking day. But it's different. But when it's like, what happened to our passion? Like that. I need you to try to rediscover that. That's much, much more valid. But to be like, I don't care that you don't want to have sex with me. I want it once a day. That's like fucking 1920s.
Well, we don't know that's what he's saying, but
she said it. What do you mean?
No. She's saying if it were up to my husband, he would like to have it once a day. It's not necessarily like he's Henry VIII. I watch the Tudors, and when he would be like, "This is what we're doing," and then you have to abide by that.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. I mean, also there's other thing. Foreplay is tell this guy this. Foreplay is everything you do before sex, not just in the bedroom. It's everything.
You said that before.
It's buying flowers. It's doing other things.
It's setting your alarm for when you wake up. It's
but
turning on the hot faucet, so the water's lukewarm when it comes out of the sink.
It's not necessarily that. I'm just saying it could be everything you do up until you have sex. You got to make your partner the focus of more. I bet you would have sex more.
Who's this for? Is it for her?
No, for him. I'm saying I bet there's a thing here where if he were to focus on you more, not just sexually, but in a romantic way, you would want to have sex a little bit more. I think, maybe not. I mean, if not, then it's something else. But I don't know if...
so you're saying...
The problem is the sex. The problem might be the connection.
But going with that, would you say that she should suggest to him more foreplay? And she might be more likely to want to do it?
Yeah, be more romantic. Be more present during the day, during the non-sex times.
You're saying she should tell him. Okay, yeah. I think you should just tell him, I think you should just start with once a day is unrealistic. Because we're married and have been married for a long time and we're not 19.
It is.
And so let's come up with some kind of compromise. Whether that is once a week is outrageous of a suggestion. He's going to go like... I mean, it's okay. So maybe if he does that, maybe once...
Okay, then what would you like?
Maybe once between Monday and Friday, and then once on the weekend. Like that might be fine for him. But again, I also come back to the thing Chris said, which is like, why is this guy trying to fuck when you don't wanna? I get he would like you to want to.
Right.
And again, talking to her about rekindling some kind of flame, starting foreplay, doing things that make her happy, to make her sort of more excited about having sex. But like to just be like, we're fucking today and we're fucking tomorrow, we're fucking every day, and that's what we have to do to satisfy me. I mean, of course you don't want to. Who the fuck wants that?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's not a connection.
Yeah.
Well, there's other things.
So you not only have a valid point to say that's too much, you have a valid point to be like, well, why would I want to?
Yeah.
Like, this is not like some exciting new relationship. Right. Like, do something more, motherfucker.
Yeah, don't treat me like I'm just a fried butterfly, right? Like,
what is that?
Think about what a fried butterfly looks
I did.
Think about it pink.
Why did you? Now it's pink.
Think about a fried butterfly if it were pink.
Now what? This sounds like I need more things.
What does it look like if there was
fried butterfly if it was pink?
If there was a slit in the middle of it.
You're just talking describing.
We'll get age restricted.
You're just describing a female genitalia.
There we go. Okay, I could have said that if I want to be,
Well, that would have been way
clinical.
better.
I'm just saying it's a podcast. We're not doctors.
If that is a stupid ass way to say what you were trying to say.
Fried butterfly with a slit in it.
Okay. Wow.
Don't just treat me like a pig.
So inelegant, He's just like, wait, what? What? What about a fried what?
Okay, a pink fried butterfly with a slit in it that you dropped in water and took it out, and now it looks like that.
The worst writer, the fucking worst. Dude, spitballing a poet, spitballing poet.
Do you understand? If I read a book and it said all that, it'd be my favorite book, dude. So fuck off, man.
That would be so
the best shit. I got to write a book. Really, is the
so
bottom
bad.
line. But he, be open and talk. Guys struggle talking about this shit too. So,
but he doesn't have a struggle saying once a week, once a day.
Yeah.
So this motherfucker. Have a word with this motherfucker.
It's a lot, but yeah, I mean, I understand.
Once a day
some guys
is a bit much, dude.
Yeah.
Oh. Came. Well.
Are we done?
We're done, and I want to thank.
But before we even get look. Boom.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Spin Move Mentality T-shirt. Boom, with the Spin Move Mentality in the front, and people know what's up, dude. When you watch it, the other ones are the fucking.
You know what my favorite is the I love this, but I love the gray crew neck.
The crew neck is the shit
with
dude.
the fucking icons.
And I'll tell you right now, that's
the key art.
That's the #1 seller. That's
is it?
Shit. Yeah,
it must be. It's the best
yeah.
shit that there is. Also, hey everybody, I'm booking up fast. Get your shit. MattDelia.com. One-on-one advice sessions. Get me. I will. Listen to you. I will love you. I will give you the great advice that I have from my heart and my head because you deserve it. Thank you very much. I love you.
Okay. So yeah. I'll be in Stockton, Oakland. That'll be done. Peoria, Illinois.
So bad at pitching yourself.
Because this comes out Sunday. Hi, it's Sunday. I had a good time in Washington, D.C.
Learning English.
Savannah, Georgia. I'm coming. I heard it's beautiful. I'll be there. Get your tickets at ChristaLea.com. Tempe, Arizona. I'm actually doing the club there just to pick up a date. And Raleigh, North Carolina. Can't wait. Can't wait to bring the fam.
That's dope.
Raleigh, North Carolina. Tickets at ChristaLea.com. Boston, Massachusetts. That first show sold out. We got the second one on sale.
Bragging.
No, it's all good. So it's 7,000 tickets total. And so, and then Albany, New York. And then I got that guy. I'll see that guy in Lakeland with his fucking.
Yeah, hell yeah, that nice ass guy.
Oh, that was the nice ass guy.
That was the nice ass guy. Yeah.
I'll see that guy. All right. Yeah, and subscribe to this channel, bro. We can't get a fucking. Ever since we changed it to Super Cult, people are like, I think people are like, what the fuck is this? And some unsubscribe and then more subscribe. We can't get by fucking. We've been sitting at whatever number it is.
Above the number it needs to be at.
Subscribe.
Let's go, people.
Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. And
if you have a question, go to Lifeline. Is it lifeline.com? Watch lifeline.com. Submit a video to ask us a question, give you the advices, or if you want private, obviously you know what to do.
Yeah, and then get that 10% off on the Pure Spectrum gummies. Or see the show notes for details. Okay, guys.
Said it so fast.
Hello.